Just curious what the show's thoughts are and whether or not you tip when you're at the casino.
If I'm in the casino, and I don't want to use Lunchbox's terminology for it because I don't believe it, but the casino gods, if we're believing in luck and jinx and superstition, the casino gods will look down on me in a way to go, oh, you're taking care of other people. We're going to take care of you. It's only luck and superstition.
Interesting.
On show.
Voicemails, go.
Good morning, studio. I have a question. It's actually about the Good Morning Studio thing that you guys do. You guys always do it like perfectly in sync. I don't think I've ever heard a mess up there, and I want to know how that came to be. Is that something that just sort of happened organically and you went with it? Is it something that you deliberately decided to do and practiced? Like, how do you always get it so perfect?
We do an hour after the show every day. I'm just going, morning, studio.
Morning. Yeah, and it's just a lot of practicing.
A lot of practice.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know how that
Saturdays and
started.
Sundays.
I think one day I just said morning studio or morning show, and everybody said it back at the same time, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It was never intentional. We have never practiced it. There have been little mess ups because somebody won't be paying attention.
Yeah.
It'll be like morning studio, morning. We've had those.
Or sometimes somebody will leave a voicemail and they'll say morning studio, and some person will just not think and be like, morning.
Yeah. So,
well, why'd you do my voice?
Well, no, just an example, man.
We don't practice.
Morning.
It was never something that we created, but I think it happened once, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then callers will do it. And they'll go, morning studio. Now, where we'll mess up there is if somebody's not paying attention, they just won't yell at all.
Yeah.
And you hear like 8 of us nail it, but one person won't be on because they're on their computer or something. But yeah, good question. Never thought about it. Next one.
Morning, studio. I have a question.
I'm just kidding.
about
I'm just kidding.
whether or
I
not-
started over. I was just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that's also where that comes from. People, leave voicemails. We love it. What we could do is we could do it in the voicemail if they left a gap.
Oh, when now people are going to try to leave the gap.
But
and
I
we're
would
not
say
gonna
they
know.
can leave the gap on purpose.
So we have to wait for the gap?
Well, they could go, I'm going to leave a gap. Morning, studio. Morning.
Got it.
So they'd go, morning, studio. 1, 2, then talk.
But they've got to tell us they're going to leave the gap.
The beginning of the voicemail's got to be, going to leave a gap here. Morning, studio.
Morning.
Oh, man, it's going to get hard.
But that's just 1, 2, talk.
No, Lunchbox, just wait for the gap part. If they say
Just follow
the gap.
us. Yeah, they'll say gap. But let's try it on this one without a gap. Go.
Morning, studio.
Morning.
I have a question about whether or not you should tip the casino workers. I just left the casino where I was winning a little bit at the roulette table, and the woman working the table kept making subtle jabs about me not tipping her. Just curious what the show's thoughts are and whether or not you tip when you're at the casino.
Okay, thank you for asking. Great question. Do you have to tip at a casino? No. Do I tip at a casino if I'm winning tremendously?
Like a lot more than normal?
If I'm winning consistently or tremendously, I will place bets for them. They'd rather have the bets for the most part.
Because it makes money for them.
Because you can ask them, you want tipped or do you want me to bet for you? But you only do that if you're winning consistently or you just want a whole lot. If I've won a decent amount and I'm walking away from the craps table, I'll be like, hey, thank you guys, and I'll throw them a few bucks on the way out.
Okay, great. Why?
But there,
Why?
Good luck. Only luck.
But like they didn't do anything.
Again, what am I saying?
Only luck.
Only luck. Because I feel like if I'm in the casino, and I don't want to use Lunchbox's terminology for it because I don't believe it, but the casino gods, if we're believing in luck and jinx and superstition, the casino gods will look down on me in a way to go, oh, you're taking care of other people. We're going to take care of you. It's only luck and superstition.
Interesting.
Amen.
So are you supposed to? No. Is it nice to? Yes. Would you like to be shined on favorably by the casino gods? Absolutely.
Do the dealers go, yes?
No, they should not do that.
They do?
If they do that, I do not tip them. It's like if I'm at Subway and they're pointing at the bucket, hey, tip, point. You don't get a tip.
They do that at Subway?
Yeah. Nah. But if they did, I wouldn't.
You know where I struggle is the guy out front when you're getting in the cab. The guy opens the door for you. I don't even know what they're called. And it's like, man,
The valet?
Like the door is the door man.
The guy working the valet.
In Vegas, they have those guys.
In Vegas? I never been to Vegas.
They blow the whistle, they call a cab up, and they open the door for you. And I'm like, do I really need to tip this dude? I can open the door myself. I don't need you to do that. But I think about, do the gambling gods care about those guys or only the dealers?
Well, that's how. Listen, if I got a few extra bucks on the one, because again, they're not really doing anything.
They're doing nothing.
They're not doing anything.
They
However,
don't need to blow the whistle. I can wave my own hand.
you bring up a great point. The gambling gods are looking down on us. And so if I have a couple free bucks, I'll for sure give them $1 or $2 because it's nothing. But I'm only doing that to be in the good graces of the leaders of the luck.
Okay.
So you do not have to. I would encourage you to. Heck, even if you're losing, that could switch up your luck. If you're losing a bunch, you throw a couple bucks. Let me switch it up. Anything can switch up luck.
That's what the gambling god's waiting for.
Maybe the gambling god's
Got
looking
it.
down, going, "I'm gonna make him lose for a little bit."
Oh,
until he. Hey, in the Bible, many people were tested.
Absolutely.
Ever heard of Abraham?
Yes.
He was tested.
Kill me a son.
That's right. I didn't mean to go biblical and casino in the same story, but I'm just saying it could be a test. Okay, good. Next one.
I just want to give a shout out to my daughter, Eliana, who is graduating high school. Just want to let her know we're super proud of her. She got a couple of things in common with Lunchbox. She's going to UTSA, where she's going to study neuroscience, and she was also prom queen. So we are super proud of her for everything that she's accomplished. We can't wait until she is a doctor.
Let's examine this voicemail. A couple things in common with Lunchbox. Neuroscience?
Is that what you went to school for, Lunchbox?
No.
So wasn't that one?
No, speech communication.
Okay. She's going to be a doctor?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
No, I realized you got to go to more school.
Yeah. So I guess we're stuck at UTSA
Correct?
and prom queen.
No, it's prom king, but they're the same level.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Finally, go ahead.
All right, I just had a question about Lunchbox. How is Lunchbox driving situation? Does he still drive his bike to work every day? Is the car still out in front of his house? Like, what's going on?
Hit it.
Yeah, the 05 Ultima's still chilling, dude. She is a beauty. She is beaut. I mean, I'm telling you, that thing
She's
is
a
in
beauty and she's beaut?
she is in such good shape for being 20 years old.
She doesn't work.
She doesn't run.
You look at her and it's like, wow, that body is still on point. So yes, I still ride my bike a lot of the days to work. Yes.
Is that weird? He's talking
Like
about
he
his
wants to
car
make
like
love
it's
to
a
his
girl.
car?
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying for 20
That
years.
hole.
No.
And
You would think after
the
20
exhaust
years.
pipe, you ever look at it and think, if I got drunk enough?
No, I never thought about that. But I'm saying when you look at a 20-year-old car, you expect it to have holes in it and just dents everywhere. The
He's
05
outside
Ultima,
in the middle of the night.
No,
Lunchbox, leave the car alone.
never thought about that.
Car doesn't run.
Not right now.
But she's a beaut.
They were going to offer you $500 to trade it in.
Not worth it.
But you're
It's
going to
worth
have to put in thousands of dollars to get it running again.
I understand.
Dude, donate it.
I
Donate it to
understand.
people like fix cars up and they give them to people that need a car.
But donate it and let the gambling gods know.
That's a good point.
Are
Hey,
the
guys.
are the gambling gods watching you like not in the casino?
You got to make sure to call out to them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, maybe have a lottery ticket in my hand when I am.
You just have to make sure they know.
Yeah.
Thank you for the voicemails. You can always leave one. 877-77-BOTTOM.
It's about